Okay, spoiler alert on this video before you watch. If you have not seen The Meg, don't watch this yet because I'm going to be saying shit that you won't know about. But if you have seen The Meg and you agree with the stuff that I'm about to say, comment down below and let me know and give it a little thumbs up. And fucking chins, man.
Oh yeah, yummy.
Hey Beauts, it's not Caroline here, and this video is a review.
What's that? Big fuck off shark!
Okay, so I watched The Meg. Now, The Meg is a shark film about the megalodon, and I'm all for shark films because as much as I'm terrified of them, they fascinate me, and I'm like, these are so fucking cool. Deep Blue Sea, Jaws. I don't know why I said Deep Blue Sea before Jaws, but I did. Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, you know, 47 metres down. There's so many, it's been done, you know, but the megalodon has not been done. Now, I went into this film excited, and I was like, it should be called The Don, because it's a big shark and it's like the king of the ocean, and Dons are very like in control, and I thought it's a better name than The Meg. The Meg makes me think of Family Guy, and after watching the film, they definitely should have kept it as The Meg, because...
Shut up, Meg.
Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Okay, let me start with this review, this little thing. This shark was just unbelievably vicious for no reason other than it was a megalodon. It was just malice. It was just wanting to hurt every single thing it came across, did not give a shit, didn't care, and it was also like teasing people. There's a bit in the film where it like swims through a load of fucking people in this like packed sea. And it's almost like it's teasing them because it takes its sweet time to take a chomp. It's like, I'm gonna fucking tease you, I don't even care, I'm here, I'm gonna eat you, but in like 10 minutes. Also, I know it's a big fucking shark, like I totally get it. It's a big shark, but it's not constantly hungry. Sharks aren't constantly hungry. Sharks can go for fucking weeks without food. Like, and this megalodon was like, I'm gonna eat everything. There was a bit where it ate a huge octopus. There was a bit where it ate like another big shark and all these people, and it was still fucking hungry. Honestly, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Jason Statham in any way, shape or form, but he was amazing in Snatch and then he was just nothing. How he keeps getting work is beyond me. I know this film is awful. The best acting in that whole film was from a 5-year-old.
There's a monster outside.
In the film, he saves people like twice, but he has to leave a couple of people behind. So he saves a few and sacrifices like a couple, like 2 or 3. And he gets so fucking hated upon in this film. They're like, how dare you save 12 people and leave 2 behind, even though that's what you had to do, because if you hadn't have done it, we all would have died, but how fucking dare you leave them 2 behind, you're disgusting. And he gets this all the time, and he's like, well, you know, I saved more. And I'm just like, in real life, you'd be like, he's a fucking hero. Like, yes, a couple people died, but you saved so many. But in this film, they're like, fuck you, Jason Statham, with your fucking thinning hair. Go away, go back to Snatch Turkish. There's a bit in this film where one of the big sharks tries to eat a cage, and it's like a polycarbonate cage, so it's like plastic with like bits of metal either end, and it looks like it's like a cylinder. And the shark swallows it nearly, like as in a whole mouth around this cage. And in real life, if a shark can't eat something or it isn't edible, they won't eat it. They'll spit it out and they'll move on. But this shark was full on swallowing this cage that was like just as wide as his mouth pretty much, and he was like, fucking Christ, my toys are falling down. And you could just, I just thought to myself, there's no way. Say that the megalodon, if it was real, had the same like anatomy and things as a great white, which we assume it does. We assume it does the same thing. It's an animal at the end of the day. It's not going to eat a fucking plastic cage that it can barely fit in his mouth. But this shark was going for it. It was like, there's something in there that I want, so I'm going to eat this whole fucking cage. There's a bit at the beginning of this film where Jason Statham saves some people in a sub, and you see the kind of, you see the side of the sub get kind of caved in by some sort of teeth, and you think, well, that's obviously the Meg. But later on in the film, the Meg doesn't show up until 5 years later. Like, he doesn't come out from his little subterranean fucking lair until 5 years later. So what was that bite in the cage? Another Meg that we didn't, no one told about, no one clocked on about it, no one mentioned it, that it was the one beforehand, even though it wasn't supposed to have surfaced till now. Do you know what I mean? What's happening there? The relationships in this film was really weird. So one of the women was Jason Statham's ex-wife in the film, and you think, oh, there's going to be tension here, because when he finds out it's his ex-wife, he's like, oh. So you think there's going to be some tension, there's going to be a little argument. There's fuck all. There's figgity fuck all. Literally, it could have just been his friend or someone that it didn't have to be someone he knew, because their conversation was nothing. It was nothing. Like, he saved her, and then they were like, cheers, thanks, bye. You see it like twice in the whole film. Like, the relationship that's his ex-wife wasn't even needed. And he also has a crush on this fucking Asian lady who she has a crush on him because he gets his like 51-year-old fucking peng body out, and she's like, what? And then nothing happens with that either. They both act like they like each other and nothing fucking happens. There's no kiss, there's no date, there's no nothing, there's no sex, nothing. It's so, the relationships are just fucked. Honestly, I was watching this film thinking, oh my god, I'm so glad the CGI is incredible, because this film is fucking awful. There's a bit where the Megalodon jumps out of the water to get something on a boat. Now, in real life, sharks do leap out of the water to catch something that's on the water. You'll see them often pushing seals up out of the water from the bottom. They don't leap out of the water to get something that's on a boat. They've never, because they don't fucking know it's up there. They don't go, oh, yeah, I'm gonna jump onto that. But this fucking shark leaps out of the water, grabs this thing on a boat and just goes back into the water. Visually, it looks very impressive, but it wouldn't fucking happen. It just wouldn't be logical, but it looks cool, so keep it in. So, in this film, like I said, there was another Megalodon, but no one fucking knew about it. And you see the real Megalodon at the beginning bite the like glass, which is on the trailer, and the teeth's all different, and it's fucking like 90 foot. And then they find this other Megalodon that they think is the one that's about 60 foot and has different teeth. How they didn't go, actually that's not the same one, that's a different Megalodon. They only figured it out once it died and they got eaten by the other one. They were like, oh, it's not the same Megalodon. No fucking shit, it's not the same Megalodon. It's a different fucking size. Completely different size. Are you stupid? Okay, so that's my ranting and my review over about the Meg. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd probably watch it again, because the CGI was incredible and I love a shark film. And it did make me jump, because there was bits in it. That is my biggest fear, being in open water with something like below me or around me. So there was bits where he was like looking down and it was just dark, and I was like, fuck. And like the Meg, you know, come up and bit him or whatever. So there was bits where I was like, oh, this is intense. But the fucking dialogue was awful, the acting was god awful, and the fucking plot was awful. The story, like, the only good thing about it was kind of some jumpy points, and the fucking graphics was incredible and it looked really good. So out of 5, 1.5, which is for like graphics. Honestly, I'd suggest going to see it just so you can see what I mean, but I'm a massive film buff and it was shit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming and seeing me today. I really appreciate it. And push all those lovely little buttons at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe and go and see the Meg. And I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next one. Bye bye bye! And remember, if you're gonna go swimming, Megalodons don't exist, but there's fucking huge shark in there, you know, in that whole oceans. So be careful and make sure you go somewhere where it's got a shark net, because they're fucking scary as shit.